Hello, I welcome you all to another edition of your program, The Gallery. My name is Mercy Alexander, and today we're bringing to you the 80th birthday of the former National APC Chairman, Chief John Oyegun. Sit, relax, and enjoy the program.
Between us and the man.
That performance set the tone for the 80th birthday ceremony of the All Progressives Congress Chief John Oyegun, which took place at the International Conference Center, Abuja. It was a gathering of political bigwigs, the creme de la creme of the society, as well as family and friends. Chief John Oyegun was born on the 12th of August 1939. He was the first governor of Edo State between 1992 and 1993, the first and seventh national chairman of the All Progressives Congress.
He was forced into exile, where he emerged the executive secretary of NADECO abroad, along with the likes of Chief Anthony Nahoro, Professor Bolade Akinyemi, Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu, and Professor Wole Soyinka, amongst others. He waged a relentless struggle for a permanent end to military rule and the restoration of democracy in Nigeria. Chief Oyegun was the Deputy National Chairman South and one-time Vice Presidential candidate of the All Nigeria People's Party (ANPP), and later the Action Congress of Nigeria (ACN). Chief Oyegun was a foundation member of the All Progressive Congress (APC) and was elected the first national chairman of the party in June 2014. In that capacity, he led the party to an unprecedented electoral victory that saw an opposition party democratically defeat an incumbent federal government in Nigeria. The magnitude of the victory was such that not only was the presidential election won by APC, it was won with majority of the governorship and legislative positions, as well as control of the National Assembly. Chief John Oyegun is married to Victoria Ogode, and they got married in 1965. An industrialist and businessman, he is chairman of several companies in Nigeria and also in Edo State. Chief John Oyegun belongs to several professional and social clubs, including the Metropolitan Club Lagos, Rotary Club of Nigeria, where he served as past president, the Nigerian Economic Society, fellow Nigerian Institute of Management, and life trustee of the Benin Club, amongst many others. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, I present to you our celebrant, Chief John Oyegun.
In my total 80 years, there's nothing I have truly set my mind upon that I did not accomplish. I have enjoyed length of days. I have enjoyed absolute good health. I have worked and interacted with some of the nicest people in this country. I was glad and privileged, truly privileged, to have been part of the forming of the APC. Comrade Oshomolede knows is one of those who can give evidence to the fact that the thinking for the coming together of the Nigerian opposition has been long in gestation before the advent of the APC. And he helped me, assisted me in convincing of some of those who had the gravitas to move this idea forward that has brought us to where we are today. So I have every reason to be thankful to God. I have every reason to be thankful to all of you who have played one role or the other in making my life such a pleasant one. I stand here today not having spent in 18 years a single night on a hospital bed. And I really don't know how to thank God. That is why I made it my first duty in Benin to go to church and say, Lord, thank you. And I thank all those who were with me on that day. I have only one prayer and hope. First, the hope. I have met in the course of my journey a lot of people who give me hope, intense hope, that this nation will yet be great. And it is my belief, Mr. Vice President, that the next level on which you are now embarking with the new crop of ministers will indeed be the foundation for the greatness of this nation.
Dignitaries present at the event included Vice President Professor Yemi Osinbajo, former Governor of Ogun State, Chief Segun Oshoba, Chairman of the All Progressives Congress Adams Oshomole, members of the APC Governors Forum, amongst others.
My presentation is topical and relevant in our collective efforts to salvage Nigerian nation from the plethora of dangers that are staring us in the face. In doing so, I will address the main challenges and identify options essential for stabilizing this polity and moving the country forward and transforming this country into a united, peaceful, prosperous, and just nation. I emphasize united, peaceful, prosperous, and just nation. It is my belief, strong, that these ends are achievable and that Nigeria will stand taller and stronger among the community of nations, but that this will require our collective efforts, dedication, and exemplary leadership. In this regard, I want to draw attention to President Kennedy, who once said that those who wield power are indispensable to a nation. But those who critique power, those who point us to attaining even greater heights, are equally indispensable, because it is the latter that will help determine whether we use power or whether power will use us.
We are very proud of this moment. We are seated across the table is our very able Vice President, who is leading us in this celebration, which is well deserved. So we congratulate you and we thank you for all that you have done to us individually. The testimonials speak for themselves. I remember one day before the election where all the governors of the APC were seated, and each of the governors attested to your conduct, that There is no governor to whom you have sent anybody to seek, to lay a request. You have only been honored by the respect and courtesies that each and everyone gives, or jointly or individually. That is a testament to a great sense of duty.
The Vice President, Professor Yemi Osinbajo, showered encomiums on the celebrants.
I've always admired Chief John Oyegun, and I say for two reasons. The first reason is that somehow he has always been his own man, charting his own course, sometimes making some real trouble. For example, when as a permanent secretary, he risked contempt proceedings when he refused to testify on principle. As a young man, I watched with bated breath, wondering when they were going to carry him to jail. But he ended up on the right side. But almost always, you always find him on the right side of history. As a founding member of the AD, member of NADECO, and later as secretary of those abroad, founding member of the APC, and the first chairman, and one who led our party to that historic victory to unseat the ruling party. But the second reason for my admiration is that somehow he manages to be so deep in Nigeria politics, yes, he doesn't even look like a politician or sound like one. He always sounds like a fine, well-bred, well-spoken gentleman dragged into politics by some rascals. But indeed, he is a brilliant politician and an astute strategist. It is this particular attribute of being in politics without being a politician that I would like to be when, as Professor Gambari said, when I grow up. And I think I have reason to be able to say that I'd like to be like that.
Members of the APC Governors Forum also had their time on stage.
I go back a long way with Chief Oyegun, and he's been a mentor and father figure ever since that time. So for me, it is an honor, it's a privilege to speak on behalf of all of us, to honor a quintessential gentleman, a professional public servant par excellence, a committed patriot, a zealous fighter, and a patriotic Nigerian in whom we are all very, very proud. So, congratulations, sir. We wish you well. We still need your wise counsel. You may be retired, but you are not expired, and you are not tired. Congratulations.
The octogenarian, in appreciation, expressed his gratitude.
All that needs to be said today has been said. Professor Gambari stole my thunder. The one or two things I wanted to pass on as words of advice, he has very adequately covered. So all I want to say is that at 80, you belong to the twilight zone. all I want to say is that at 80, I feel totally fulfilled, totally happy, totally satisfied that God has been good to me.
As he celebrates formally his 80th birthday, all that I wish him is good health, to live happily, in joy, in health, in buoyancy for the remaining days of his life. And I say big congratulations to him.
It is not easy to make 80 years. Some of us who are much younger are equally praying to achieve that feat of 80 years. Therefore, we are highly elated and glad, being in this function today.
Considering the level of pressures in Nigeria and considering the circumstances of our time, I would not say that it is actually very easy to attain the age of 80. So my prayer is for God to continue to encourage him with good health and all the other enablements required to live very long.
It's a very happy occasion for me, and I congratulate the celebrant. He's 80, but he doesn't look 80. That is God that did it for him. So I celebrate with them, both of them today.
The cutting of the birthday cake perhaps marks a major highlight of the day.
When I say, I want all of you to join me in conducting this ceremony by sounding the sounding amen. In the name of the Father, I can't hear you. In the name of the Son, and in the greatest name of the Holy Spirit. Now for the toast.
A patriotic Nigerian in whom we are all very, very proud. So, congratulations, sir. We wish you well. We still need your wise counsel. You may be retired, but you are not expired, and you are not tired. Congratulations.